Hello, today I'm going to talk a little bit about astrology. Now, I'm aware that it's not a topic that I talk about frequently here. However, we are about to experience a major shift in the placement of Pluto. And as some of you are aware, Pluto is considered a rather transpersonal planet, if you want to call it a planet. And when it comes to transpersonal planets, they affect the collective quite substantially, whereas some of the more personal planets affect us more on an individual basis, as I guess is the best way to describe that. And so Pluto's been in Capricorn predominantly since November 2008. And with that, Pluto being a Capricorn, we have had a great opportunity to be in the themes collectively of examining the integrity of political, commercial, legal and religious establishments. So how much fun has it been since 2008 with our examination of those establishments? I, for one, have enjoyed very much the ride because it has been very much necessary. And I've got a fair amount of Capricorn, the archetype of Capricorn within my own personal chart. So, I have a little bit of a love for the good old grandfather energy that comes through and is stern when it's required. Now, also reasonably familiar with the Pluto energy myself to a certain extent, as there's a whole generation of us born with Pluto and Scorpio, and as some of you know, Pluto is very much at home in Scorpio. I also grew up with two Scorpio sun signs as well. My apologies, I just received a phone call, not from the phone I'm recording on, but another telephone that's just on the table right there. Anyhow, so Scorpio often being associated with the themes of the underworld, transformation, growth, death and power. And I'm not going to go into what was going on in the world at the time when Pluto was in Scorpio. So yes, having that sort of scorpionic energy within your chart can mean that you're somewhat familiar with the energy of Pluto. They're often associated together, so hence why I say that. So now Pluto is going to be shifting into Aquarius, and it's going to be there for about 20 years. So again, we're going to shift into another theme, another new theme. And the last time it was in Aquarius, there's obviously a number of events we could associate to that time and the kind of themes that we would expect as well. And one of them that I can think of at the moment is the age of revolution. So last time Pluto was in Aquarius, there was this age of revolution, as they call it. Prior to that, I'm just trying to remember the name. Yeah, it was the Protestant Reformation. Yeah, Reformation, that was challenging the Catholic Church's authority. So that, those moments and those events were quite substantial to particular peoples, obviously, of the world at that time. And when it comes to the archetype of Aquarius, it's often associated with technology and also groups. Now, when we think about those two events that I just spoke of, we probably wouldn't generally think a lot in terms of technology, although I am aware that there was some technological and scientific advancements in certain ways during those times. And obviously what I spoke about was more in the theme of groups, big changes in groups. So with Pluto moving into Aquarius, it is likely, cannot guarantee, but it's likely that we're going to see the shadows of things like technology and groups, and how that can potentially affect like our health, our well-being, and how we can allow it to actually take away our sovereignty. And also, it can help us confront challenges in regards to we can confront challenges with things like the values of individuality, equality, friendships, and groups as well. So we are also likely going to be seeing some major advancements in regards to the types of scientific breakthroughs, technology, medical breakthroughs, and also the heads of society at large. So all very exciting indeed. Of course, there's going to be lots of shadow work in regards to these themes, and as we like to say, bring it on to the capacity that we are able to work with that, and then also may that allow us to see the direction of where we actually wish to be heading when it comes to things like science, technology, groups, communities at large, and how do we create our own sort of individuality, if that's required, our own sort of sovereignty within that sort of group dynamic as well. Because as beautiful as it can be to be in a group, we don't have to, but it can be beneficial to also remember the self within the group, if I can put it that way. So yeah, that is a nice little summary of Pluto moving into Aquarius and some of the collective themes that we're going to be, or maybe experiencing or focusing on, or the light is being shone on, or the shadows are being seen, etc., etc. I'm very excited. I have a little bit of an Aquarian archetype within some of my astrology as well. So it's another energy that I have a bit of an affiliation and a bit of a likeness to. So yes, if you've got any questions, you're welcome to leave that in the comment section down below. And you can also contact me on various other social media platforms, and the links to those are in the description below.